to today's show. I'm your host, Jenny Jones. Today, we have two ladies from long ago who have come to settle a long-lasting dispute. Let's bring out our first guest. She was born Margaret O'Neill, but you all know her as Washington's infamous Peggy Eaton.
Thank you, Jen. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure.
All right. Anyway, Mrs. Eaton, please tell our audience why you've come here today.
Well, you see, Jenny, despite the fact that all you see in front of you is a harmless, incredibly good-looking woman, there are some people who just can't appreciate beauty in all its splendor. One of those people is the slightly, less attractive Floride Calhoun, wife to the popular Senator John C. Calhoun.
I see. So you're saying that you two have unresolved differences and you'd like to resolve them today on the show?
That is precisely what I'm saying. So, why don't we just bring her out already? I have a appointment tonight that I will need ample time to prepare for.
Obviously. Whatever you say, Mrs. Eaton. Audience, please welcome the lovely Floride Calhoun.
Slightly less attractive, huh? Is that what I look like to you? Well, Missy, I have a thing or two I could say about you, but then again, a lot of people have a thing or two they could say about you.
Why, Flora Calhoun, don't you look ravishing this afternoon, as always. So few people can pull off such a conservative look and still manage to look so refined.
Refined, huh? I don't suppose you would know anything about looking refined
Oh,
or
yeah?
acting it.
Well, at least I'm not named after a toothpaste.
My daddy gave me this name, young lady, and I would thank you to respect its origin.
Ladies, calm down. Let's settle this in a civilized manner.
Civil? She doesn't know the meaning of the word.
Ma, have you been working out? Oh, officer, I've been a bad girl.
See, I told you.
Girls, let's talk about this incident at hand. Now, didn't this all start when Miss Eaton married John Eaton, the Secretary of War in 1829, 1 year after her former husband died?
Yes, you see, my dear departed husband, John Timberlake, died while serving in the Mediterranean. And I needed some comfort from someone. And Mr. Eaton was just right there for me.
Mm-hmm. From what I hear, he was right there for you long before your husband died. But I could be mistaken.
That's when all the trouble started. The women all thought it was just too soon.
No, dearie. All the trouble started when you just couldn't learn to keep your hands away from the opposite sex. I heard all of your premarital teenage romances. The poor fella who drank poison after you turned him down.
Well, he always did have a drinking problem.
And what about your attempts to elope with General Winfield Scott's young aide?
Yes, I believe I heard about that one. Didn't you knock over a flower pot that woke up your father while trying to sneak out the window?
No, I was just doing some cleaning.
At 12:30 at night? Honey, you didn't even clean during the day.
Well, when did the real trouble start? You know, the whole petticoat war.
Well, when I went to the inauguration for President Jackson, none of the other women like Margaret Smith would socialize with me.
I'd rather socialize with the maid.
They didn't even hand me their wives' cards.
I saw you getting plenty of cards from their husbands.
While I was still in pantalettes and rolling hoops with other girls, I had the attentions of men, young and old, enough to turn a girl's head.
I see. So you were no stranger to the opposition from women and being favored by men.
Favored by young and old is right. Even after John Eaton died, I still heard rumors that you were quite the wild one for your old age.
What do you mean by that, Fluoride?
Well, I know for a fact that she married her own daughter's 19-year-old dance instructor, Antonio Bucciani.
Really? Well, if that wasn't for the fact that it was her own daughter's dance teacher, it wouldn't be so bad, would it?
She was 59 at the time.
Go.
Beauty doesn't fade with age, at least not for me.
Well, it must have faded, because 5 years later, your husband ran off to Italy.
Go.
Italy, with both your daughter and your money.
Is this true, Mrs. Eaton?
Yes, it is. It was a very painful experience, I'd rather not discuss it.
Well, that's all right. You don't have to. In fact, we don't even have time to. Well, thank you, ladies, for stopping by. I'm quite sorry we couldn't help resolve your quarrel. Tune in tomorrow's show, when we'll discuss the questionable subject matter in Faulkner's A Rose for Emily, and meet women like Miss Emily. Thank you.